Hey everybody, it's Jason Blaha here, and once again it is time for a glute and hamstring day, and we started off with conventional deadlifts. Disclaimer, I should have done a little more volume here. I wish I would have done more sets of reverse hypers, would have made for a better overall vlog, probably would have got a little more volume in, but I was getting kind of tired near the end of this and I wanted to get my cardio done. So the workout went pretty good itself. I got 555 for a triple on the deadlift. Well, let me be clear on this. This was a 3-rep max. A lot of times I'll do these and people are like, oh man, you look like you had one more rep. I almost couldn't do the 3rd rep. Like it felt like a true max. Like the 3rd rep felt like a 1-rep competition max. But again, normally I don't rep quite this much weight. I think the most I've done my rep work with has been 550. Usually done it between 2 and 4 reps. I got 4 last time I tried it. But today, yeah, this was everything I had. But I was happy with it because, again, it's 5 pounds heavier. Doesn't really count as true PR, but I will count it as a PR. This is something we need to talk about sometimes, though, when people are like, oh, it doesn't count as a PR if we lose reps and add 5 pounds. It's like, no, it does count. If you're not normally repping that weight, it's a PR, and you have to think that way. Right? People who don't think that way are not going to be successful. I guess the mindset of a winner. Like, heck yeah, I don't normally rep that weight. Right? That happened a while back when I was doing incline curls. Like I'd hit like 15 reps, 16 reps with a certain weight. I went up 5 pounds on the dumbbells and got 10 or something. And then someone's like, and I hadn't done those dumbbells for 10 previously. And they're like, that's not a PR. And it's like, again, mindset of a loser. Mindset of a loser, guys. You need to be focused on wins, little bitty wins, no matter how small. They add up. I did a back off set of deadlifts. I was hoping I'd get a little more, but man, that 3 reps was hard. Like that's all I had. So that tells me how fatiguing that top set was, right? The fact that I couldn't come in and just bang out 5 reps with 50 pounds less on the bar, right? 10% weight reduction, didn't even pick up reps, tells me how hard that set was, right? Fatigue was there. Good mornings, I went ahead and ramped up. Only did 2 real work sets after I warmed up just a hair. Last time I built up triples, and the 3 reps I got to was the 375 because I did like 355, then 375, whatever I did. Like started a little lighter. I built up to that, and today I'm like, I hit that 375 for triple. I'm like, let's go for 405. And we got it, but it was hard. Like this was heavy. Like I didn't want to risk another rep. It's like I know it looked good, but it felt heavy. So it's one of those where it's like, okay, we're back up in the 400s at least on the good morning. I'm going to take the win. Let's go over, let's get some other work done, right? Let's get some other reverse hypers. Let's get some ab work. That's it. That's enough heavy work for today. It was enough heavy work. So we went over, did reverse hypers. I did kind of the same thing I did last time, same weight, same reps, 3 sets of 25. I do think realistically I need to add more sets of this, right? I'd like to build these up a little bit. So I want to start adding a little more of the good mornings. And let's take this up to maybe 5 sets, right? Because realistically the good mornings help feed my deadlifts and my squats both. So if I get those strong, I'm good, but I need to be able to recover from them, and I need to be able to do some sort of volume off the back of them to continue with the hypertrophy. And so the reverse hypers, as you guys know, amazing lower back builder, great glute builder, decent hamstring exercise, right? Good all around exercise, but it also is a good form of active recovery because it pulls on the spine. And it's usually, I tell guys, if you want to get really strong at good mornings, having access to a reverse hyper is a good idea. I know, so I tell everyone having one of these is a good idea. But in this case, it's the funny thing is I've had someone critical years ago when I was pushing the really heavy good mornings. He came in, they were like very critical. So another coach was like, the only reason you get away with those good mornings is because you do all the reverse hypers to undo the damage. Like, and it was a funny criticism, but it's like, might be a degree of truth to that. But who cares if it's undoing the fatigue, all the extra axial loading and stress on the back because of the restorative effect and the pulling and the traction being put on the lumbar, that works because the good morning has amazing carryover. Okay? Good mornings carry over extremely well to your deadlifts and even more so to a low bar squat, right? There's tremendous carryover, right? As long as you're doing other quad work to help build the quads a little bit, good mornings will drive your low bar squat up, okay? They'll drive your low bar squat up. And so again, that can kind of be my strategy. If I get that strong and I continue to do all my machine quad work, once I throw those sleeves on and the sleeves give even more pop out of the bottom, I really just have to be able to good morning the weight up. Okay? State that again. As long as I get some machine quad work, once I throw those heavy sleeves on to help me pop even more out of the bottom, particularly as I build my hamstrings to give them more bounce, I just have to be able to good morning the weight up. And again, people don't understand how sleeves and wraps and things work. They want to argue about that stuff, and they don't realize how much people get out of it. That's why I kind of laugh, when Alpha Destiny people are like, "He benches weight." It's like, he's got elbow sleeves, guys. He's got big, thick, heavy elbow sleeves for those 405. He can't bench 405, right? He cannot bench 405. Those sleeves are giving him a ton. And I'm not saying that to be mean. I'm not saying it because of anything personal about him. I am saying it's a huge factor, and it is. Okay, and since sleeves are not allowed in any form of bench competition, he can't bench the weight. It's just like with the sleeves on the squat. We get a lot of carryover out of these modern sleeves. But you need to make sure that it's meet legal or whatever federation. And a lot of them, so a couple of them don't allow it. Like the WPC won't count it as raw. Interesting. The USAPL, the USPA, all of those will. Those bigger feds in America will. Okay. But others don't. So just keep that in mind, even on the squats. All right, even on the squats. But I obviously want to get the squat as strong as possible. But I would also say, if we're going to do some of that, our back off work, we might want to take it off. It's kind of like, let's hit our big heavy single with it. But sometimes we may want to do back down work with it off, unless we're doing just a display. Oh, look, I could do 10 reps. Well, with the sleeves, take the sleeves off and it might be 6. And it really is like that too. People are thinking, oh, sleeves aren't giving people that much. Yeah, they are. Again, anyone who's put the modern sleeves on that are tight knows what I'm talking about. It's like squatting into a pillow. All right? It's like squatting into putting a pillow on the back of your leg when you go to squat. It matters. It matters a lot. But back over to the point, I'm pretty happy with today's work. Good workout. Happy with my 2 top sets. Right? Happy with my 2 top sets on the 2 big lifts. Ideally, though, I need to work in more volume a little bit, especially on the reverse hyper. So we'll try to do that next time. All right, guys, but that's really all I have to say on that today. I hope it's been informative, and I'll talk to you guys and gals next time.